My trans son kept insulting me and my wife because he thought we don't support him. So I sent him to Russia to show him what real transphobia is. My son came out as trans a few months ago, and I have supported him ever since. To me, his identity is much less of a concern than if he's happy or not. However, it's been clear that since he came out, he has made everything about his sexuality. Along with coming out, he came to tell me he was quitting his job because his boss was transphobic. I had helped him get that job and knew it was going to do good for his future, but again, I wanted him to be happy. After that, I helped him search for 10 other jobs, though because of the lack of trans leadership in the company, he refused to work for any of them. In October, he came to me and said that his mother and I needed to attend a pride parade with him to show our support. I had an appointment that weekend to take my wisdom teeth out, and I was in a lot of pain. I told him that we can go on the next parade, but he didn't take no for an answer. He told me, if you don't go, then you're the same as everyone else. In the end, we did go and did our best to enjoy ourselves despite the pain I was feeling in my teeth. But that incident was just the start. A few days later, I got wind that he and his friends had gone into an adult establishment even though they were just 16. I confronted him and asked him if he used a fake ID to get in. However, he blew me off by saying, "You're only mad at me because I'm trans. If I was what you consider normal, then you would encourage me to do what I did." I tried telling him that I was worried about his future, because using a fake ID was a bad sign, but he didn't listen. Since then, every time my wife and I try talking to him about something, he accuses us of not supporting him, which isn't true. He also started calling us some names which are unsavory and insulting. And accusing us of being transphobic so many times has made my wife cry herself to sleep for the past few weeks. Well, although I was tolerating my son so far, he finally crossed the line. A few days ago, he came to us while we were watching a show on TV and turned it off without asking. He said he wanted to tell us something and didn't let me tell him that we were busy. My son told me that he read about a story where a whole family painted their nails to show support for a gay man, and it touched his heart. Then he said that since his best friend had recently come out as bi, we needed to paint our nails pink to show that we care and love her. But I told him that that's ridiculous, and that he can't force our entire family to do something like that. He just started yelling at us out of nowhere, and once again said that we're just like the rest of them. I asked what he was talking about, and he said that he had asked his friends to do the same thing but they refused. And so by his definition, all of us were being homophobic and didn't support his best friend. My wife heard that, and couldn't hold it anymore. But after looking at her sobbing like that, I just completely lost it. I stood up and yelled at my son for the first time in forever, saying, "We have supported you 100% since day one, and if you can't see it then you are just blind. The thing is, that you don't even know what it's like to not be supported by your parents, so I'm sending you away. Your grandparents are in Russia, and good luck convincing them to paint their nails." He thought I was bluffing and walked away while taunting me to do it. But I had had enough. I bought him a plane ticket and started working on transferring to a new school in Russia. I didn't hold back and told them the real reason for the transfer, which they surprisingly supported and said I made a good decision. When I showed my son the ticket and told him to leave, he realized that I was serious and started crying, begging me to let him stay. But I still sent him away because he needs to know what real transphobia is so he can learn to appreciate things more than he does.